Canadian Trucker here. Kidding. Smitty. Today, I've got a real special treat for my buddy CT, Canadian Trucker. Everyone knows him and loves him, and he sent me a breakfast menu of his new Trucker MRE. Let's zoom in here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. It's delicious. And you know, unlike him, I drive a real truck here. It's International 62. She's mint. I actually know the year. I should have probably asked. Now, being a Trucker MRE, you need to secure your load. Use your 3,000-pound straps attached to either end of your MRE, like so. And there you go. So aside from my custom handles that I've installed on this bad boy, those are patent pending, so CT, just send me a check for those. This is a Trucker MRE. This was created by Canadian Trucker and sent to me as a gift, and holy jeez, man, this is so cool. This is a custom ration that Canadian Trucker is making, and it's just for fun. Really, he's not marketing this or anything. This is just a cool thing to hand out and share. And you see, look at those little marks there, huh? You know, you got the unicorn, you got the CT on the old Kenworth. Whoever designed this logo, oh jeez, what a brilliant dude. I really like that guy. As you can see, this is a breakfast menu. We have dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries, chocolate protein drink powder. We have a white wheat snack bread, trans fat free, a little strawberry jam and peanut butter. This is a British raspberry drink, tops. That is tops. There's a cat. This is the best First Strike bar on the market. Just asked Old Smoky. Ooh, we got some 2018 sliced pears from Canadian IMP. What's this, CT? This isn't Canadian. All the accessories are in this hot beverage bag that looks like he pulled it out from the bottom as his extra bin. But hey, that's alright. I'm not judging. Let's make some room for these bad boys. We've got our daily butt ration here, as Smokey says, or Fapkins. I mean, this will keep a guy going for a while. 2 packs of sugar, 3 moist towelettes, and 2 packs of coffee. You know, it's not espresso roast coffee, it's genial, so it's alright. But 2 packs of coffee, like yes, 100 times yes. And finally, if you have never been down a supermarket aisle, if you don't eat canned food, if you are unaware of baking, you might never have seen sweetened condensed milk. This is actually a really popular item these days. Anyone that gets a Spanish breakfast ration is like they've never had this before. Dude, Vietnamese coffee right now. Let's do this. This will be great. Why a big glass, you ask? Well, you know, stay hydrated. These are nice fresh components he's got here. He's got 2018, 2017 items. That's fantastic. And now for a speed demonstration on making drinks. Cran Raspbar, my fave. Oh man, look at those blueberries. That is just excellent. It says to add 2 to 4 ounces of water. Doesn't specify hot or cold, so we're going to go with warm. Oh, and that smells fantastic right away. The Canadian IMP fruit is just fantastic. The one thing I don't get is why they went through all the trouble of putting cooking instructions on the front of these things, but then they say that this is not actually meant for the fruit. You think you could have saved some time here, boys? Oh yeah. This is a generous 43-gram peanut butter, which is great. Now, the old wheat snack bread gets a bad name just because it's this weird, unsweetened shortbread cookie-like item. But when you got 43 grams of peanut butter on it, it's going to be good. Tag on a little strawberry jam, we are off to the races. I'm going to throw some jam on here, if you're into that sort of thing. For the chocolate protein drink, you can add the water to this pouch. You know, it's got a nice fill line here for 8 ounces of water. But it's not gusseted, so it's kind of a pain in the butt filming. Great in the field. I mean, you just throw some water in that thing and shake it up and drink and dispose. No cleaning, no nothing. For the basement, we got a glass. Look at that chunkiness. I've always found these things to be a bit grainy. They never seem to fully dissolve no matter how much you shake it. That's for you, Fernbark. This smells fantastic. I'm stoked for this. That is a fantastic product. This is an Oregon freeze-dried product, otherwise known as Mountain House. Just superb. Those blueberries rehydrate great. You know, the granola's got a good, nice bite to it. Good sweetness, good creaminess. These pears are a little darker than usual. Overall, though, the flavor's fantastic. Nice, sweet, but not overpowering syrup in that. Pears are nice and firm. I know CT's a huge fan of this. I gotta agree. And I even think, like with this ration, what you could do, chop up your pears and use your sweetened syrup to actually rehydrate this whole concoction. Cleanse the palate with some of this raspberry. This raspberry ORP drink, you know, it's set to go in 375 mils of water, so CT will be pissed that this is 500. But nice and tart, nice and fresh. Blows the frickin' pants off of the raspberry beverage base. There is a metric crap load of sugar in that, though. Coffee? in my coffee mug. Having those 2 packs in there, CT, is just brilliant, man. That's the way to do it. Instead of ending up with this like measly little tiny pack of barely coffee, you end up with something that actually approaches a fairly good, robust flavor. That'll get you going. If that's your bag, I mean, that's fine. As I alluded to earlier, Vietnamese coffee, they drip it over top of a ton of sweetened condensed milk, and I aim to please. So, that's a good healthy chunk there, a good healthy chunk here. It is an unfortunate color. Oh man, this thing's got some weight. This thing's got some mass. This is fantastic. This is a good ratio. Peanut butter and jelly to bread. It ain't no pain burger, but that's a good way to eat this thing. I'm a fan of the open face concept here. Now this bar, this Cran Raz bar, is like low budget toffee, but it is fantastic. You got little kernels, but you got dried cranberries actually mixed in with this. Like, that's a real deal. And there is raspberry puree in this. 260 calories, nice and chewy texture. You see these things in meal cold weathers all the time. I can't imagine trying to chew this thing at like -20, but hey, I love this thing. The other flavors that they come out with, this thing is way above the rest. Like, it's got its own unique flavor. It stands on its own. Just fantastic. Little sweetened condensed milk on the cereal. I don't think it really needs it, but it is kind of like an icing. This is a very fruit-centric menu. I think CT did a really great job of just creating something that a guy could have as a trucker. Like, you're not dominated by just like bars and pepperoni and that sort of thing. Like, you can really like throw this in a cup while you're driving, throw some milk in it, and I'd imagine you safely use one hand to eat it, which I'm totally sure they all do. You know, again, you mix up this chocolate protein drink too in the bag and slam it on the road. That's one of my favorites. And there you have it for those people that like this sweet. Dude, CT, I really like what you did with this thing, man. This is a cool little breakfast pack. So overall, I love what he's done here. There's a mix of fantastic components. I recognize some stuff from MRE Nation, the Department of Defense, the Canadian Ration Program. There are just some solid menu choices here. There's very little room for improvement, and I mean, it all boils down to, you know, individual product selection, which, being what it is, I can't complain, man. I can't. I'll forgive you for this, but it's really not that bad. I could drink that, no problem. But yeah, dude, this was super cool for a custom put together. You know, you put a lot of thought in this. I know you brought in a lot of products and kind of stockpiled and scoured the web and picked up certain things. Like, we're even talking, he's got a proper sealed bag with a proper peelable seal. I mean, you know, it did take, 3,000 pound towing straps to open. So those aren't included. You're going to really need to source those yourself to really get into these things. But yeah, like, finally, like, thank you, man. And aside from you losing that pizza contest, which you can't refute, nor his comments below, you're one good dude. Well, right arm, I'm going to take some of this stuff upstairs for Mrs. Smitty, and then I'm going to log off for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Cool custom ration. Right arm, take care. This is like my toddler's diet right now. Just fruit and peanut butter. I want to show you a magic trick. How do you make a ration reviewer shut up?